Awesome.
Yeah, we can't
As
wait to
always.
go home.
We love Los Angeles. It's such an incredible city, and it's been an amazing home to us. And we actually just played a little bit before we came out here. Probably the coolest show that we've ever done. We played at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, which is designed by Frank Gehry. You know this building? It's incredible. I actually studied it when I was in college, and then a couple of years later we got to go play there, and we played with the 23-piece orchestra that we arranged all these parts for. And so yeah, I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
They make it prohibitively expensive to be able to do that because they want to keep it special, I think. So it was just kind of like a hometown show, one time type of deal. But we have all the arrangements now. We have all the orchestral parts. So maybe on our next album we do an orchestra tour. I don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas, kind of pieces floating around, and we're always jamming, we're always writing. But I think our band is such a collaborative band that we need to be in a big room together with all the instruments, and on tour it's very rare that you get that time. So we're gonna go home and start focusing like as soon as we get back on the new record.
Yeah, we move into this really cool place literally in a few days when we get home. It's in Silver Lake.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, where we all live. It's an incredible spot. It's like right on Sunset, near Sunset Junction, and it's a really cool space. And no more touring. We're just gonna, live in there and play music together.
I don't know why. I just feel like it's the type of community, like there's a lot of great music venues, and it's kind of removed from like the stigma of like the West Side and like that like 80s Hollywood metal thing that was going on. It's kind of like developed its own culture in a way, and completely. And
it's so different,
Yeah,
you never go to the.
And it's just been great for us, like living there for the past 2 years. It's just you can walk down and grab coffee, and you always run into like a fellow like musician or artist, and everyone's always doing something like inspiring. So it's just been really great for us.
Yeah, I think those communities develop and then they just gain momentum, and like Williamsburg or San Francisco, or there's lots of great cities, but I think my favorite is Silver Lake, and it's just because everyone there is an artist and cares about life as art, whether it's film or fine art or music. That's the priority that people have in their lives there, so it attracts more and more of those people, and I think that's why you have such a strong creative output.
Yeah, it's very like a family type thing. Like we've all been friends for so long, and we all get together, and everyone's kind of like an equal. Everyone's always contributing to the writing process, and I don't know, touring with them was really fun in that way. It's just kind of like a great big family.
Yeah, and I even saw we played this really amazing show in the jungle in Tulum this last week with them. You have to see some photos. It was so amazing. There were no mics at all. It was completely acoustic.
Just in the jungle, like it was
on a reserve, on kind of like a nature reserve.
With like a cenote like right next to you. It was so surreal.
Yeah, and some of their new stuff, even they're collaborating even more and more, which is kind of what we do. And we were hanging out with them and talking how Christian met Alex when they were 3, and they've been playing music a long time, and same with us. I picked up guitar with Ryan in 8th grade, like 11 years ago, and then Kelsey has been in the band singing with the 3 of us. Have been singing together for over 8 years. So it's, I think that's a good way to put it. It has this very like familial, collaborative thing. It was this amphitheater. It was so beautiful, and it's there's 40 families that live on this big natural reserve, and it's people that want to live in nature and connect to it, and they build these amazing, huge. The architecture, it's almost like Gaudi, kind of. It's very incorporating nature into it. Like all the walls kind of look like trees, and
it's almost hard to explain. Like
you just have to see it. It's wild. And
but it was just basically
it was
us.
some of them, and it was Edward Sharp, and we played, and they watched us, and then we watched them with the locals.
Exactly.
And some of the crew that are putting on this show.